Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings. I'm in Apple Valley.
And I'm still at the safe house in Utah. A couple more days.
We are the Science and Technology Channel.
Yep, and we're definitely talking about it today. So strap in.
This is a really cool one. I mean, I don't understand the science, but it's really cool. A new study reveals how specialized microbes might convert Martian regolith into durable, life-supporting structures. So it kind of reminds me of
the tunnels.
Well, no, let me finish this. There was a movie, of course it was a movie, and they were using algae and creating algae on Mars to create an environment. It was the algae that was doing it. I guess it like nanotech algae too. So I don't know, maybe this is the same thing. Since the moment humans first walk on the moon, the idea of expanding civilization beyond Earth has guided major space agencies as they plan for long-term life beyond our planet. Of all nearby worlds, Mars stands out as the most plausible destination for future settlement. And I'm going to caveat that with "as we know," because some of the moons of Jupiter or Saturn might be habitable, just as habitable, maybe not as warm, but as habitable. Its sweeping landscapes and Earth-like features make it an enticing target for exploration, yet creating a lasting human presence there remains one of our most ambitious scientific and engineering pursuits. Would you like to know more?
The planet we see today is far removed from the Mars of the distant past. Billions of years ago, it was wrapped in a thicker atmosphere that has since faded, leaving behind conditions vastly different from those on Earth. Modern Mars offers thin, carbon dioxide-rich air, surface pressure under 1% of Earth's, and temperatures ranging from a bitter negative 90 degrees Celsius, which is pretty cold, to a relatively mild 26 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, that's really nice, 26 Celsius. So do you think that it was overpopulation and global warming that ruined the atmosphere, made it disappear, burn off?
Yeah, maybe so.
I'm just wondering.
Maybe they had some blowhard politicians too, so that could have added to it, but you never
know. These extremes, combined with pervasive cosmic radiation and a complete lack of breathable air, show that establishing shelter on Mars requires far more than erecting basic structures. Any future habitat must function as a protective, life-supporting system designed to withstand an unforgiving environment, kind of like a biosphere, but on steroids, because it's got to withstand those negative degrees and potential impacts from asteroids or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Need an iron dome.
Yeah, there you go. Because transporting construction materials from Earth is costly and unsustainable, researchers are turning to in situ resource utilization. So that's in the ground, what they've got there, which relies on transforming local Martian resources into useful building components.
Dr. Shiva Koshtanat, a postdoctoral researcher at the Department of Chemistry, Materials, and Chemical Engineering, Giulio Nata, at Politecnico di Milano. That's gotta be Italian, huh? Has contributed to this effort through studies that draw on her wide-ranging background in civil engineering, architecture, material science, and biology.
Yeah, so just think about that. I mean, we got to try and find iron ore, right, on the planet, and then start up a factory to start pumping out steel. So then I mean, like.
Then we need a cement plant.
Yeah, we need a cement plant, water, then we'll cement and sand. Well, we got the sand and the coarse aggregate there.
You just set up some solar plants.
Yeah, those things that just doesn't happen overnight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, got to have that iron dome first, and then you can start expanding it over probably a generation or two. Yeah. All right. Her work investigates how natural processes, particularly biomineralization and microbial co-cultures, can serve as self-directed systems for construction. In a publication in Frontiers in Microbiology dated October 13th, 2025, Dr. Koshtanat and her co-authors introduced a novel concept for Martian construction that explores how microbial interactions could convert Martian regolith into strong, usable materials. Their findings outline early scientific groundwork for building the first durable habitats on the red planet. This is intriguing.
Yeah. As somebody's thinking about it, that's definitely.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
NASA's Perseverance rover collects samples from Jezero Crater, a site shaped by an ancient river system, scientists continue to look for signs of early Martian life. These efforts raise a compelling question. If microorganisms once existed on Mars, could similar microbial strategies one day help humans construct a future home there? Okay.
Once upon a time, life on Earth began with humble microorganisms in shallow pools and seas. These silent engineers transformed our planet from filling the skies with oxygen to building resilient coral reefs that stand to this day. Now, as humanity's gaze shifts upward, these tiny creators may hold the key to turning a barren world into a vibrant home.
Yeah, so if you really want to know the story, right? Crack open the Bible, Genesis 1, just that pretty much tells you how it all started. So,
Yeah.
and worlds of unknown, right? We got worlds everywhere. So, our research pioneers hold a bold path, drawing inspiration from Mother Nature. In an internationally cross-disciplinary effort, we came together to harness a natural wonder, biomineralization. This phenomena, which unfolds when microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, and microalgae produce minerals as part of their metabolism, has shaped Earth's landscapes for billions of years. These microorganisms that thrive not only in familiar waters, but also in extreme environments like acidic lakes, volcanic soils, and deep caves, may reveal the versatility needed for Martian adaptation.
Guided by data from Mars rovers regarding the Martian soil, the regolith composition, their research explores multiple microbial mineralization pathways to discover which can forge strong building materials for Mars habitats without posing an interplanetary pollution risk. Got to have that. We have to save Mars. We're thinking about saving Mars right now.
Before we even get there. Yep.
Among them, biocementation, which uses microorganisms to generate natural cement-like materials like calcium carbonate at room temperature, shines as the most promising. At the core of our research is a collaborative effort between two remarkable. We could have Adobe houses over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the core of their research is a collaborative effort between two remarkable bacteria, Sporoarcina, Sporoarcina pasteurei, a well-known bacterium that produces calcium carbonate via uriolysis, and crocodiopsis, a resilient cyanobacterium known for surviving extreme environments, including simulated Martian conditions.
I thought I was going to get away with not having to do that word, but I guess not. Together, they form a powerful partnership. Crocodiopsis, diopsis breathes life into its surroundings by releasing oxygen, creating a welcoming microenvironment for, Sporosarcina pasteurei. Moreover, the extracellular polymeric substance secreted by, I got to do it twice, Crocodiopsis shields Sporosarcina pasteurei from harmful UV radiation on the Martian surface.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, sure. In turn, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You plugged all these in here, didn't you? In turn, Sporosarcina secretes natural polymers that nurture mineral growth and strengthen regolith, turning loose soil into solid concrete-like material. Well, there you go. There's your batch plant right there.
Caliche.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We envision this bacterial co-culture, or they envision it, mixed with Martian regolith as feedstock for 3D printing on Mars. Oh, 3D printing. At the intersection of astrobiology, geochemistry, material science, construction engineering, and robotics, This synergistic system could revolutionize the potential for construction on the red planet, redefining the design for manufacturing on Earth.
So, if anything, this story tells me that the first people that go there are going to have to be pretty smart.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
And
All
pretty
astronauts are
and
pretty
pretty
smart,
versed.
except
Yeah,
for Mark Kelly.
and pretty versatile. And
Yeah.
they've all got to have their little niches that they do, right? Which they do anyway. But I mean, this is definitely going to happen. But okay, so Crocosidiopsis, with its ability to produce oxygen. I've never even heard of that before. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I think they made it up. This is made up, man.
Just to make me look like an idiot, a bigger idiot.
Me
Could
too.
support not just habitat integrity, but also the life support systems for astronauts. Over longer time scales, the ammonia produced as a metabolic byproduct of Sporosarcina pasteurii might be used to develop closed-loop agricultural systems and potentially help in Mars terraforming efforts.
Yet the journey is just beginning. Although international agencies plan to build the first human habitat on Mars in the 2040s, the Mars sample return is facing recurring delays, constraining experimental validation of Mars-specific construction technologies. As space agencies prepare for crewed Mars missions in the coming decade, we must advance our understanding of bio-derived extraterrestrial construction to be ready for the day to come. I agree with that.
Wow. So they're planning on sending people to Mars in the next 10 years. That's their goal.
Next 15 years.
Next decade, it says, right? Coming decade? Oh, coming decade. Yeah, you're right. So got it. Okay. So 14, 15 years. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. From an astrobiology perspective, we must unravel how these microbial communities interact with Martian regolith and survive stressors from the planet's hostile environment. Laboratory regolith simulants, what is that, like a simulator?
Yeah.
Over a pragmatic approach to testing co-cultures in conditions that echo those on Mars and to building predictive models for biosummation performance. Biocementation,
yeah.
That makes a big difference.
Yeah. On the robotics front, we talked about robots going in like on the moon into those lava tubes.
Yeah.
One major challenge is replicating Martian gravity on Earth to test 3D printing processes. That's an important. You didn't even think about that because they're less G. They're like 0.9 G. They're not 1 G like us. To test 3D printing process and optimize autonomous construction control for future Mars missions. So just think if we're doing this stuff in 1G, but like in 0.9G, the stuff kind of blobs and it doesn't gel correctly, it's going to be for naught. You know what I'm saying? The gravity makes a difference. Therefore, we must develop robust control algorithms and tailored protocols that will enable us not only to build more efficiently, but also to redefine manufacturing methods for Mars' unique environment. So I'm a construction expert. I consider myself a construction expert. And I agree with this. The journey is vigorous, but step by step, every discovery, each successful trial and tested protocol brings us closer to the day when humanity will call Mars our home.
Okay.
A Mars Congress, a Mars Republican Congress.
Sounds perfect, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Not hardly, but it'll be a change. So anyway, interesting story with a lot of unpronounceable words, but that's okay.
Instead of other countries to bicker with and go to war with, we'll have intergalactic opportunities.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? So you start out with one community, right? And then, of course, people will not like that community, so they'll want to go and form their own community. But then
on Mars, it's going to be so difficult to even survive. They'll all be coordinated towards one effort. They'll be united like no other,
They'll either be united or they'll destroy themselves. So
I don't think. Well, you're that's a good analysis.
Opposition in all things, right?
But I think that they'll just use Earth as the enemy. If Earth cuts off supplies, what are they going to do?
Or the penitentiary. Maybe that by that time, the Earth will be the large penitentiary. You're going back to Earth, man. You don't straighten out. You're going back to
We'll
Earth.
send you back to Australia.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
All right.
folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you on the next one.
See you this afternoon. Thanks.
Yep. Bye.
All right. See you in a few.
Okay.